Hi friends, welcome to this practice. My name is Lucia and today we're gonna have a spicy one. Is a little bit more dynamic and invigorating, I would say, but you're also gonna feel nice and open throughout the entire body. Big focus on the hips and a little bit of the spine, and yeah, let's flow together. If you want to use a couple of blocks, always feel free to have them handy. We don't really gonna use them throughout the practice, but you can support yourself in the way that you prefer. And then we're gonna start into seated position, sitting on the shins with the palms relaxed, the back of your hands on your thighs, the palms facing up, shoulders nice and soft. And close your eyes down. Allowing yourself to do any modification that you need to get a little bit more comfortable in this shape until you can find some stillness. Just take a few moments to observe the breath. Notice how it manifests. If there is a message with it. If there's any emotion that you can recognize. And then slowly begin to deepen the breath. Guiding the inhalation and the exhalation in and out through your nose. Becoming each time more present. And maybe set your intention for the practice. If there's anything that you'd like to cultivate. And then seal this intention with you in your body. Taking another breath here. Bringing the palms together towards the center of your chest. And then interlace the fingers to stretch the palms up towards the sky, opening up through the chest. Lifting the gaze, maybe opening your eyes. And then as you exhale, bring the palms forward and lean slightly back. Inhale to lengthen, reach up. This time as you exhale, release the hands and cactus your arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together towards one another. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, squeeze the elbows together behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Once more, inhale, reach up. And exhale, squeeze behind you. Stay here, lifting the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Take one more breath in, feel the chest expanding. And as you exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Open in the chest as you bring the palms together, inhale. And as you exhale, try to bring the knuckles down as you lift the chest a little bit more. If you can't, you just stay here, reaching back and down with your hands. Stretch your throat, your collarbones. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly soften. Release the hands down and forward into a tabletop position. Inhale to arch the spine, tucking the toes under. Exhale to round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Once more, inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Push, stay here in this rounded shape. Push down and into your hands with the toes tucked under. Hover the knees off the floor. Squeeze the belly button towards the spine. And then hover the right toes. Find stability through the core, your left quad. Tuck the right toes under without moving the hips. Lift the left toes, keep pushing down. One more time each side. Right toes lifted, keeping the tabletop shape. Right toes down, lift the left. Keep pushing into your hands. Tuck both toes under, drop the knees down. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take this first downward facing dog of your practice and maybe of your day, in whichever way you prefer. If you want to stay still, if you want to move. Back connect with your breath. And slowly, as you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and walk your feet to the outside of your hands, finding a little malasana squat. Swaying side to side, palms together, and slowly find center. Hips down, lengthen the spine, inhale. And exhale. Open the right hand towards the side, pushing with your right tricep, your right knee away from you, and left arm reaches up. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale to the other side, left hand to the side, right arm reaching up. One more breath. And exhale, come back to center. One more breath here. To center, inhale. Exhale, hands down, lift the hips up and parallel your feet. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold down. Hug opposite elbows. Swaying side to side. And also reach down with your forearms. Change the cross of your elbows. And then slowly bend your knees. Drop the hips down, look forward. And as you exhale, drive your hips up towards the sky. Bend the knees, inhale. And exhale, hips up. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, hips up. Once more, bend the knees. And exhale, hips up. And release the hands down. Bring the feet closer together. And then slowly roll all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back and down. And come to the top of your mat for Surya Namaskar A. Find your base, tuck the tailbone under, lift the chest, open the shoulders. Inhale to reach up with your arms, look up. Exhale, fall down, bending the knees, palms down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, step back into a plank pose. Hold in here, pushing down with your Palms, rounding the upper body, and then lifting the right leg behind you, finding a three-legged plank for 3, 2, and 1 for chaturanga. Feel free to bend the knees or take a three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing doggy now. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Exhale, stay here. Extend the left leg behind you. Extend for 3. Engage the core for 2. And on 1, a chaturanga. And you can drop the knee down, of course, if you need. Untuck the toes to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Take one last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lean forward into a high plank. And exhale, lower the knees down. Arch the spine as you inhale. And exhale, come back to neutral. Extend the right leg behind you. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the right foot outside the mat behind the left side of your mat. Keep the shoulders square, and then we're going to kick the right foot towards the side in line with the right hip, with the right foot flex. So load here, and then exhale, kick to the side. Come back and kick, squeeze the right core, the right abs. 4 and 5, and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right foot down and slowly lift up. Right toes are pointing forward. Lengthen the spine, arms forward and back to the side, like warrior 2. Reach forward. And exhale, find a little Trikonasana shape here. Keeping the right foot flexed. Extend the left arm up. And exhale, lower down. Right leg lifts. And step it back behind you. Dropping the right knee behind your left knee. And just sit back in between your shins, lengthening to the outside of your hips, the upper back, and then slowly come back. Right leg left, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip, and exhale to downward facing dog. Take 1 breath to reset. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lean forward into a high plank. Exhale, drop the knees down. Arch the spine, inhale. And exhale to a neutral. Extend the left leg behind you. And then step the left foot outside the mat. Square the shoulders. And kick the left foot towards the side. 4 more. Squeezing the left side of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot down and lift up. Left toes pointing up. Arms in a warrior 2 shape. Lean forward and drop the left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Stretch here. If you need a block, use it under your left hand. Exhale, come down. Activate the left leg and step it behind. Left knee behind the right calf, opening the shins a little bit so that you can drop in between them. Stretch the side body. And come back. Three-legged dog. Left leg reaches back and up. Bending the knee, open the hip. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Lengthening the spine, inhale. Exhale to fall down. Bending your knees here with the toes tucking together into your chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under, reach up with the hands. Stay here for 3, for 2, and on 1, sit a little bit lower and interlace the fingers, bringing the palms forward. Sit the hips a little bit lower, lower, lower. Hold here, looking at your toes for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands behind you, lifting halfway, open the chest. Inhale and exhale. Fold forward. Stretching the shoulders. And soften down. Option to try a little crow with me. Bring the hands shoulder distance apart, and then bringing the knees towards the armpits. Looking forward to counterbalance the weight of your hips with your head, and then you can squeeze one heel at a time towards your bum, or you can float. And we're gonna stay here, even just trying and squeezing the feet, or holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoot back or step back. Downward facing dog into, chaturanga into upward facing dog, and into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg back and up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Drop the right knee to the right wrist and bring to the left wrist. Squeeze it up to the left tricep and back to the right. One more time, right wrist, left tricep, right tricep. 3-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here or drop the left forearm down. Squeeze the heel towards the bum. Re-extend the left arm and the left leg. We're gonna step the right foot outside the hand. See if you can keep the right leg straight. As you step the right foot outside your hand, now we can bend the front knee, lift the back heel as well. Inhale, open the chest. And as you exhale, reach forward with your hands into this active lizard. Reaching down with your hips and keeping the chest open. Breathe in here. Two more breaths. Really activate your legs. And exhale, plant your hands under your shoulders. Pyramid pose, modified pyramid pose with your hands inside your left foot. Your right foot, sorry. Good. Drop the right foot down. Heel toe the right foot in line with your right hip. And drop the left heel down. Find a warrior one shape. Bending the front knee and reaching up with your arms. Keep the left foot nice and grounded. And bend the right knee a little bit more if you can. Squeeze the left glute, reach up with your hands. Squaring the hips. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, release the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the palms together, open the chest, inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward. Right shoulder on top of your right knee, looking down. Or you can slide the right shoulder inside the right knee, but you keep reaching forward with your head. So your hips stay square. Reach up, up, up with your hands. Super active here into your right glute. Hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Press up into warrior 2. Opening the hips. Take a moment to extend the right leg. Lengthen the spine, inhale. And exhale into Trikonasana, right hand on a block or on your shin, or anywhere you practice it. Under your right shoulder, or maybe catching the right big toe. Exhale, look down, bend the front knee. Right hand at 1 o'clock, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon shape. If you want, you can bend the left knee and catch the left foot behind. Or stay where you are. If you want an extra challenge, you can shift the gaze. Maybe up. Exhale to look down. Slowly release the pose. Come to warrior 2 again. Flip the right palm facing up. Reverse your warrior. And we go into side angle. Right forearm towards the thigh. Left arm reaching up and forward. Or go deeper with your right hand inside your right foot or outside or in a block. Exhale to look down. Bring both hands inside your right foot. Lift the left heel. And we're going to step the right leg back. We're going to try and do the same that we did before. So extending the right leg, and with the right leg extended, we're going to lift and bring it behind into a 3-legged dog, and then stepping the right foot behind into a wild thing. Try to keep the right heel grounded for this one. See how it feels. Lifting the hips. Good. Slowly come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. As you inhale, press down with the top of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to stay here, or wrap the arms around and drop the forearms down into dolphin. Maybe walk your feet a little bit closer. Hold here unless you're ready to go upside down. If that's in your practice, feel free to. Otherwise, we're going to hold in dolphin for 3. If you are in pincha, stay for 2. And if you want to stay longer. Or take a little rest with the knees down, forehead down. Balasana, child's pose, to reset the breath and recharge. Let's get ready for side 2. Downward facing dog. Take one breath to reset. Inhale for the left leg, backing up. Bend the knee, open the hip. And as you exhale, bring the left knee to the left tricep. Squeeze the core, drop the left knee to the left wrist, and then to the right wrist, and to the right elbow. Left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, left, and back. 3-legged dog again. Bend the knee, open the hip. This time drop the right forearm down. Lift the right forearm, extend the left leg, and we're going to draw half of a circle, kicking the leg all the way up to the outside of our left hand. Bend the knee, open the chest, reposition your foot if you need. Inhale here, exhale, walk your hands forward, look forward, keep the right leg extended and the chest open. And we're going to stay here, opening the chest and the hips and stabilizing the pose with all of our muscles and our breath. And nice. Walk the hands under your shoulders, modified pyramid pose. Good, bend the front knee. Walk the left foot under, in line with the hip. Drop the right heel down, and slowly raise up into a high lunge. Warrior 1, with the right heel down. Virabhadrasana A. Press into the outside edge of your right foot, bending the front knee. Find stability and reach up with your arms, squeezing the right glute to square the hips. And then slowly, arms behind you. Maybe clasp the opposite thumb on top. Open the chest, inhale. And exhale, lean forward. Left shoulder on top of the left knee, or slide it slightly inside. Keep reaching forward with your head, then open to the side. And take another breath. Press down to slowly come up, undo your arms. Warrior 2. Extend the front leg. Lean forward as you inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Push the hips forward, opening the chest towards the sky. Exhale, look down. Bend the front knee, left hand at 11 o'clock. Lean forward for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, right arm reaches up. And you can stay, or you can catch the foot behind you as you bend the right knee. Kicking the foot into your hand. Exhale to slowly look down, release the foot if you have it. And come back to Warrior 2 with control. flipping the left palm and then reversing the word. Stretching the left side of the body, keep bending the front knee, and then side angle as you did before. Both hands down. Lift the back heel off the floor. Extend the front leg, and we're going to try and kick the left leg back, keeping the hips up and the leg extended. Into a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, and fall slightly into wild thing. Pushing the hips up and try to keep the left heel down. Slowly come back into downward facing dog and into dolphin pose. You can just stay in your dolphin or feel free to kick up. Slowly coming down, taking a moment to reset and relax. Recalibrate your breath. And reset for downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg, backing up towards the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Stretch the right side of the body. And slowly bring the right knee forward into a pigeon pose. Square your hips. Untuck the back toes. If you need a block under your right glute, feel free to put it. Keep your hands in a cup shape. And we're just going to lean forward with the chest and push back up. Feel free to try without your hands. This is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly relax into your pigeon. Rolling maybe onto your forearms or all the way down. You can stay there or you can stretch your quad with me if you like. Bending the back foot and catching the foot with your left hand. And then squeezing the foot towards you. Maybe bringing your fingers facing forward. With the chest open. Feel free to take another variation that you enjoy more or that serves you more today. Slowly let that leg go. Come back down, plant your hands, tuck the left toes under. We're going to flip the dog. Extending the right leg, backing up towards the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And stepping the right foot behind. You can stay into wild thing. Or feel free to go into a full wheel. Take another breath. Slowly come back down. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog and tuck in the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Stretch the left side of the body. And left foot steps, left knee rather, steps forward, the shin is on a diagonal line unless you super open in your hip, and it's going to be very parallel. Square in the hips. Support yourself with a block under your left glute to keep the hips square. Fingertips to the side of your left shin. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, follow down. Push back up. 4 more, maybe without your hands. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly soften into your pigeon. Stay there or stretch the quad with me. Lifting up, bending the right knee, catching the right foot with your right hand. And again, you can bring the fingers pointing up and internally rotate your right shoulder to bring the elbow behind you. If it's too intense or if it doesn't make sense right now, just take another variation. Keep the hips square. Last breath. And we let it go with control. Plant your hands down, tuck the right toes under. Left leg backing up into your 3-legged dog to a nice well thing. And maybe a wheel. Keeping the left heel down. Prepare to come up and back to downward facing dog. And exhale, slowly drop the knees down and find another child's pose with the forehead down, unless you prefer to just sit on your thighs, on your shins as we did at the beginning. Feeling any sensation, you choose if you prefer seated or child's pose. Whenever you're ready, if you're in child's pose, come back up. Opening the eyes, we're gonna roll into our spine. Before going down, plant your feet down, opening the chest. And without lifting the toes, the feet off the floor, we're gonna lower very slowly down. pushing the belly button towards the spine. Make sure that your feet are glued, pushing down. Try to hold before lowering. Hold at where you're feeling the most challenge. And then slowly come back down. Hug the knees towards the chest. Bring the hands behind your skull. And then lift the shoulders off the floor and bring the right elbow towards the right knee. Come back to center and the left elbow towards the right. Right elbow to the left, left elbow to the right. Keep changing. Once more each side. And then reaching forward, palms reaching towards the feet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the knees back to you. And then find a happy baby. Move freely in this happy baby. If you like to extend one leg at a time, do so. If you like to keep the knees bent, do so. Good. Extend the right leg, squeeze the left knee towards the chest. Right toes pointing up, and then drive the left knee over towards the right side. Left arm is extended. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Coming back to center. Change side. Left knee, left leg extended, right knee towards the chest. Left toes pointing up. And then drive the right knee over to the left side. Look in the opposite direction. And slowly come back to center. If there's anything else that you want to add to the practice, feel free to. Otherwise, take a few moments into a nice shavasana to allow the energies to flow and adjust. Relax the breathing, the body, and the mind. Begin to reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your body. Moving toes, fingers, your wrists and your ankles, your neck, and everything else. Maybe giving your body a big stretch. And finishing with a nice hug, full of love and gratitude for your body. And then lean towards the side that you prefer, keeping your eyes closed, to meet back into the seated position that we chose at the beginning. Allow your hands to land in whichever way they feel comfortable. Lengthen the spine, taking a big inhalation and sigh out. Take a couple breaths here to enjoy the after effects of the practice. And then begin to bring that intention back into your heart space. That thing that you would like to cultivate in your life. Bring the palms together towards your heart center, connecting with your intention. And thanking yourself for taking the time to practice. For taking care of your body, of your mind, and your soul. And thank your intention for guiding you